All right, what's up, YouTube family? Welcome to the Project Home Show. I'm your host, Cornelio Austin, and I got some great information for you today. If you do not know, I'm building a 971 square foot ADU on my property, two bedroom, two bath, two story. And there are some things I wish I would have known before I got started. I chose to do a traditional stick build versus all the other possibilities out there with modular homes and kit homes, all that type of stuff that's going on in California. But this one is very important. So if you're in California and you're trying to build an ADU, this information is very valuable. So stick around. Let's get into it. All right, you guys. So here we are with this new program. It's not new to everybody, but the standard ADU approved plans. This is a game changer if you're in California for the permit process. These plans are intended to decrease the pre-approval time and the permit process. I'm not sure as to how much time you save. It may be, let's say, 3 months total to get the plan from this company. Just of course, you still got to do a site plan and things like that. But if you have this pre-approved ADU, it's already approved with the city, both the building and safety side. So this is on building and safety website, which you can browse through approved standard plans. Now, some of these plans are still pending, and this is out of 42 total, I believe, that have been submitted by different architectural firms. I believe there are only three pending here. Yeah, just three pending out of that bunch of ADUs. Now, if I had this option, my contractor, no, the first architect that I had to let go of, he told me about this afterwards. So I did look into it, and this is cool. I like the idea of it, but I was looking for a specific thing for my property, and this may be the same thing for some other folks. So I needed a two-story option. They didn't really have a lot of two-story options when I first looked at the program. They only had about 24 designs, so they have a lot more now. So let's check out some of these designs. I think one of the main concerns is the cost to build, right? And then also the cost to purchase from the firm as well. So there's some things that bring some concern, but again, if you have DIY experience or general contracting experience like myself, in addition to that, we have a family contractor who has worked on many projects with us. So I'm sure that I can get a better deal on my build process. So that's why I also chose to do the stick build rather than all the other different styles you can do for ADU modular. Where they built the home in a factory. I'm very interested in the 3D printing, though. We'll do more videos on that on the Project Home Show. This is what we discuss. We do DIY. Check out different ideas to build equity in your home. All that good stuff. So like and subscribe. Help me build my channel up. So more content on the way. So let's get into it. I'll go with this first design. The one story, one bedroom with options. So this is 560 square feet, perfect for a smaller backyard or larger backyard, and you just want something cool. This looks really cool. So this is more of a mock-up versus some folks have. This is very Art Deco. Has some Spanish vibes going on. I love it. This is something I would consider doing if the front house can also be designed in that same manner, just a bigger style of this. So, of course, the bare bones of the plan is very, it's customizable, but also noting that, it's a basic floor plan, and then the outside is where you get your pizzazz and your arches and stuff like that. So, I think this really would look good on a property. It looks great. Stuff like this is great by Welcome Projects. I love that design. So let's go back and check out a few more. So for myself, I needed something that was at least in the 900 square foot range. I kind of went back and forth and didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do with the size, but I just wanted to max it out. My wife has a business, I have a business, so for now we'll be using it to occupy our businesses. Will occupy the space until we can get something outside of the home, and I'll maybe put it on Airbnb, rent it out. So let's see, there was one on here that was 934 square feet. Let's check that out. This one is pretty cool. I think this is a very smart way to do an ADU, particularly because of the um, roof deck. This is essential. Let's just say if you're sharing the space with a different family on the front house or a different whatever it is. So if a person is renting this from you, this is a beautiful way for them to have their own space, to where your the other shared space is yours, and this can be theirs with a beautiful upstairs deck. All the living space is downstairs. Very simple, very cool. This works for sure for someone out there. I like that design. One of my favorite designs on here, who I really, really connect with creatively, as someone who thinks about home. I think about it differently now, like this cookie cutter style track home. You can get a house that's 4,700 square feet. It's still just going to be bedrooms, bathroom, and kitchen. And of course, with the DIY space, there's so much cool things that they've done. Different designers have done some great things to properties, but I'm saying that to say it's really really time for us to reimagine what architecture is for the new, like a residential home. Like, we need to break barriers and boundaries, and I think there are a ton of projects that have done so. But it needs to be the norm. It's more creative people out there than it is like the traditional home buyer. We want to see some frills and some exciting things when we come home. And then particularly if you work from home, which that's a big thing right now for a lot of us. You want to be in a very creative space, and have your spaces laid out strategically. This one right here is smaller, but just look at it, you guys. This is incredible. I love this retainer wall, which is, you know, hiding the patio here. But this is cool. This is Jennifer Bonner, who founded Mall in 2009. And I love what she says here. It says, by engaging ordinary architecture such as gable roofs and everyday materials, Bonner playfully reimagines architecture in her field. And this is very important to me. Just look at this style of wood. Like, it's a seamless flow. We don't really get to see this style with how it's broken off here to whatever plaster or drywall that is, how it cuts into the window. This is a very smart design. I love the floors, um, and it's small for sure. It's minimal. I love the landscape, but I love even the theory on this color cabinets. The it's like a variety of color here, light bouncing in. This is a very beautiful small space, and I think that um, for someone living minimalistically, it would be very smart. So yeah, look at that. So it's cool. Upstairs, but the bedroom is under. This is really dope. Really, really dope. So yeah, if you're in California and you're looking to build an ADU, you might want to consider going over here to Department of Building and Safety approved standard plans. Okay, let's just check out one more of the larger plans by IT House. Has a bunch of them on here. It's a lot. So let's look at their largest one, which I think is right here. Well, these are a bunch of designs. So, oh yeah, let's look at this first. 2-story. This is 3 bedrooms. So I like this design. We see this all the time in LA. This is like the typical LA vibe. West LA, you know, properties have these on there for sure. It's very cool layout, simple, it's beautiful though. Lighting, the windows, it's all placed strategically, modern, clean. This is good. So something like this, if you have your own contractor, you can win. Again, we don't know what the cost of the plan would be from the company, but you also would still have to do your site plan and things like that to get pre-approval from the planning department to lay it out on your property. But if building and safety side is done, I think this is a this is a really a game changer for most people that are looking to build quickly and to monetize their investment. Um, you know, I've been in this process for 8 to 9 months, and not with the city. I think I've only been in the process with the city about 6 months now. But I'm trying to learn myself. I want to learn. I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing, and in each and every step, so that the next time I do it, the next property where I need to cut down and cut corners and make things run more efficiently and smoothly, I know everything I need to do. So, and all you veterans out there, if you got some tips for me, drop them in the comments. Also, if you guys like any of the designs on this website, go check it out. I'm gonna leave it in the description down below, and you tell me which design is your favorite. It's a lot of favorites on here for me. It just comes down to the cost of building it. Like you see, a lot of these designs have some very cool materials on the design side. So nothing on here is like ordinary. You're building materials and you know, what you choose as your exterior look. It's very cool. This is kind of simple here with the shiplap and just a paint you can make that looks pretty nice. So anyway, yeah, go to the website, check it out. 42 designs up here. See what you like, and if you're an architect out there, you can contact the city and see if they have this still going on. I'm not totally sure, but I also know one key thing that is a game changer that kind of works along with this is the SB9, and I'll do a separate video for that. But you can look it up in the meantime. The SB9, speaks about essentially taking your parcel and being able to split that parcel. There's a bunch of rules involved, but splitting the parcel, and let's say if you have a house, front and back house, you can now sell those as separate units, which is a huge game changer because then we need to figure out what the appraisal is going to be for, let's say, for my back house, front house has one value, your back house has a separate value, and that's a real game changer for building wealth and house hacking for sure. Because theoretically you would want to rent out both sides, but also like you're gonna have equity. I believe should be if they split it like that, then you'll have two properties, two separate equity. Like we could see where it can go, and I don't know all the rules yet, but that's my imagination going. But anyway, like, subscribe, help me build the channel. We want the algorithm to start pumping more videos like that out, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.